Hi everyone, welcome back to our channel. In previous videos, we have discussed about the definition of analytic function and condition for analyticity, and we saw some examples on analytic functions. In this video, I will give an important method which is Milne-Thomson method. We can use this Milne-Thomson method to construct an analytic function whose real part, otherwise imaginary part, is provided in the statement of the given problem. See one example. So, construct an analytic function using Milne-Thomson method whose real part, here real part of that analytic function is provided to you, which is x square minus y square minus x. Okay, everybody knows that real part and imaginary part of a analytic function are in terms of x and y. Okay, after constructing the analytic function, we have to find its imaginary part also. This is the statement of the given problem. See, let f of z is equal to u plus iv, take it equation number 1, is the required analytic function. Required analytic function with the real part. Here real part is given as, which is represented by u, and it is given as x square minus y square minus x. Okay. So first of all, find out partial differentiation of u with respect to x and with respect to y. Dou u by dou x and dou u by dou y. So whenever we are taking the partial differentiation of u with respect to x, only x is the variable, y is automatically constant. So its derivative is 2x, y square becomes 0, and the derivative of x with respect to x is 1. So it would be 2x minus 1. Now in this case, except y remaining are all constant, particularly x is constant. So partial differentiation of x square with respect to y is 0, minus differentiation of y square, partial differentiation of y square with respect to y is nothing but you should write only ordinary derivative. It is again constant, its derivative is 0. So it would be minus 2. Okay. Since f of z is analytic, we are going to find out an analytic function. Analytic, its real and imaginary part, u and v, are satisfied. Satisfies CR equations, Cauchy-Riemann equations. What are that? That is, we can use dou u by dou x by dou v by dou y, and dou u by dou y is equal to minus dou v by dou x. We can use these both equations at anywhere in these solutions. Okay. Again, since f of z is analytic, what is the mean by f of z is analytic? It is derivable at every point in the complex plane. That's why its derivative exists finitely, and its derivative is given by f dash of z is equal to dou u by dou x. You should remember this one as a formula. But we don't know about the imaginary part v. We have only u only. So by using CR equations, we can take dou v by dou x by negative of dou u by dou y. I will replace it by negative of dou u by dou y, because we don't know about the imaginary part. Imaginary part is not provided in the statement, only real part is given here. That's why. Okay, since by CR equations, what is dou u by dou x? Already we found this one here. Dou u by dou x is nothing but 2x minus 1 minus I into, what is dou u by dou y? It would be negative 2y. So minus of minus plus 2y. This is the value of f dash of z. Okay. So first of all, we have to find out the partial differentiation of the given real part u with respect to x and y. Since f of z is analytic, its real and imaginary part u and v satisfies the CR equations. Once it is better to write the CR, what are the CR equations here. Since f of z is analytic, we have to write the formula for f dash of z here. Okay. Now by Milne-Thomson method, according to this method, in this f dash of z, blindly we have to replace x is equal to z and y is equal to 0. This is the procedure of the Milne-Thomson method. So automatically you will get f dash of z in terms of z. After getting f dash of z, you can easily get the value of f of z by taking the integration. See. So this step becomes f dash of z is equal to, here you will get 2z minus 1 plus I into 2 times of y. What is y here? According to Milne-Thomson method, whenever we have y, blindly replace it by 0. So 0 times of anything is 0. So 2z minus 1. Take the integration. So integration of f dash of z dz is equal to integration of 2z minus 1. Since variable is z here, I am taking the integration with respect to z only. So we know that integration and derivative are opposite procedures. That's why integration and derivative getting cancelled, result is f of z. And integration of 2z, integration of z is z square by 2, 2 getting cancelled, z square minus 1 minus integration 1 dz is again z plus integration is completed. That's why after completion of integration we should add the constant c. So f of z is equal to z square minus z plus c. This is the required analytic function in terms of z. In this way we can construct the analytic function whose real part, otherwise imaginary part, is given in the statement. This is the required analytic function. Now we have to find out the imaginary part also. See, text heading to find imaginary part. Since by Milne-Thomson method we got f of z as z square minus z plus c. Here z is a complex variable. That's why replace z is equal to x plus iy. Entire in this complex analysis we have the right to replace z is equal to x plus iy. So x plus iy whole square minus of x plus iy. Here we are going to find out the imaginary part. That's why I am replacing c is equal to ik. I is the imaginary number and k is any constant. Okay. Now expand by this one using a plus b whole square formula. So you will get x square plus b square. B square means iy whole square. What is I square? Minus 1. That's why you will get directly minus y square plus 2x iy. I am writing as I 2xy. Minus x, separate the terms here. Minus iy plus ik. Now separate the real and imaginary parts here. So this is a real part, this is also real part, this is also a real part. So x square minus y square minus x. We conclude that in the given statement also this is the given real part. And take common out the term I. 2xy is there, minus y is there, plus I, plus k. Okay, so this is the already given real part, this one. If you didn't get this similar real part, your problem will be wrong. Okay, and this is the b. So imaginary part of f of z is equal to v is equal to 2xy minus y plus k. In this way we can also easily construct the analytic function and we can easily find out the imaginary part using Milne-Thomson method. In the next video I will give another example to construct the analytic function whose real part, otherwise imaginary part, is provided in the statement. Thank you very much.